Good morning.
Hello from LA.
How's it going, everyone? We are excited to be here for another Friday Morning Live. And today we are here together.
Once again, together.
So we just drove quite a ways to get here, and we are pumped. We got in on 4th of July.
That's pretty crazy.
And it was crazy. Morning, Sue.
Hey, Sue. Good morning.
Thanks for joining us this bright and early Friday
morning.
Are you sleeping, Dorothy?
Yeah, still sleeping a little bit. It's a long time to drive. So we were in the car a really long time, and then we stopped for a bit in Vegas, a couple days in Vegas, a couple nights. And well, we went straight through. We went straight from Calgary to Vegas overnight.
We did.
And it was long.
20 hours straight. We actually got going later than we wanted to. We wanted to get here earlier, but we had some things to take care of. So Dorothy's like, why don't we just drive through the night?
I didn't think he was taking me seriously.
And I was like, all right, let's do it.
And then we just decided, okay, let's do it. So we jumped on the road probably around 2:30 Monday, right? Monday.
Yep.
Monday at 2:30. Drove all the way through the night, and we got to Vegas around 10 on Tuesday.
Yeah, 10:30, 11.
10:30, 11 on Tuesday. It was a long time.
It was a long trip. So we took turns driving. We drove right through the night. Morning, Vanda. Vanda's over here
Vanda.
on Instagram. And yeah, so we drove right through the night, and it was kind of crazy. I haven't done that in years. I used to do that when I was younger. I've driven like 30 hours or like long hours for when I was playing, and kind of didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
They're like, get here now. So I had some experience driving through the night. Have you?
No, not really. I don't think I've ever really driven through the whole night. I don't think I have. I don't remember. Maybe I blocked it out.
Let's see. Vanda says, good morning, you two, on Instagram. And then we have Chantel.
Good morning. Did you enjoy the 4th of July? We were pretty tired, actually. And we drove yesterday, which was super, from Vegas, we drove to LA yesterday, which was actually super surprising because the roads weren't that busy at all. I mean, it's always busier from Vegas to LA, but a lots of times when you're driving that road or that way, it's so congested and lots of traffic, and you have to stop or sit in traffic for a bit. But we drove pretty much straight through, which was nice.
Yeah, it was the clearest I've seen the roads.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about that. I think everyone was where they wanted to be.
By the holiday, by the 4th, they're where they want to be. So probably the 2nd or the 3rd, it would have been crazy busy. But on the day, you're already at the event that you want to be at. So the roads were pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Coming in.
But it's another 5 hours. I thought it seemed shorter. Like when I lived here a number of years ago, we would just jump in the car and drive. I always thought it was shorter. But anyways, it's about 5 hours from Vegas to Redondo, and it's a good drive.
Yeah.
Like it's not like an hour or two.
No.
Like 5 hours. Hey, it takes a bit of a toll.
Yeah, and it's through desert, which is interesting.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy how Vegas is like in the middle of nowhere. So we drove north, and then so there's a good stretch where there's nothing coming north. Like there's Vegas and there's nothing, and then when we go down to the other side, when we go through south, there's Vegas and then nothing.
Nothing.
Till you hit like a couple small towns like Barstow or Prim. Well, Prim's not a town. Then you have Barstow, and then you have San Bernardino. But they're all like these.
Victorville.
Are you sure?
Victorville.
Dorothy's like, we're going through Victoriaville.
I'm like, Victoriaville is quite a nice place. There's 6 exits. Because you go through all of these small little desert towns that is nothing there. It's just like you can drive off the interstate and then back onto the interstate. And there might be like one gas station or something like that. But then we get to Victorville. Like, Drew, this is quite the place. Got 6 exits.
Vanda says, where are you? We made it to LA, Vanda. We're in Redondo Beach. So
We're home.
Yeah, we were just saying we drove through. Well, we drove 20 hours straight through the night, and then we stopped in Vegas, which is pretty cool.
Road trip.
What's up, Dave?
That's what Dave says.
Yeah. So Dave, when I was living in LA here, Dave and I would just jump in the car and drive to Vegas. But Dave, was it always 5 hours or like 4.5 hours? It seemed like it was like 3.
You were young.
Actually, I think Dave was driving and I was like dancing to music or sleeping. That's why it seemed shorter.
How come Dave's always the driver?
He's a good driver. He's a good driver.
He's always the driver. Where were we going through? Oh, Pasadena or something? Or we didn't go through Pasadena, but we went to see the parade, the New Year's parade there. Who drove? Dave.
Yeah, but did you see how good a job we did? We were like trying to find this like tiny little parking lot.
Do a really good job.
There's like hundreds of thousands of people at this parade, and we had to find this like little tiny parking lot in the middle of the whole thing.
Yeah,
and we found it.
Dave found it. We were just in the back like, don't know.
Dennis says, got it, home. Dave says, about 4 there, 6 to 8 back with traffic. Yeah. Yeah, anyways. Michelle says, morning.
You crazy animals. We actually saw a slot machine with National Lampoon. Is that National Lampoon? You crazy animal. No, or is that...
Home Alone?
Home Alone.
I think it's Home Alone.
Home Alone. I knew it was a Christmas movie. I thought it was... Is it Crazy Animal? Filthy Animal.
Filthy Animal.
Filthy Animal.
Maybe she was being polite instead of calling us filthy animals. Crazy animals.
Crazy animal.
So we have our magnesium group is going crazy. We've been meaning to post some pictures, but we haven't yet. So that's our magnesium.
Try Meg.
We actually sold out. We've got 60... We produced about 64, 65 bottles. And then, so we had a couple testers going around, and then we sold out. We sold out of 60. And then we had our private group. So now we have a waiting list, which is awesome. And then, so we have a couple people in the group. Chantel's in the group. Michelle's in the group. And this is a trial run. So everyone's trying. And we've heard already some great results.
Well, Chantel, you were saying that you're sleeping better, more energy. In mood, I think, Chantel, you said, you had posted on the group that your mood was better.
Oh, yeah.
And then that you were sleeping better. We've heard all kinds of crazy results. I
heard a guy last night, he sent me a message, and he said that he reached his personal best in 2 areas in the gym. So, I don't know if that interests you guys particularly, but for muscle recovery and muscle strength, he was able to lift heavier weight, a few more reps than usual. So those are they call the PR, or personal best, or personal PB. Sorry,
PB.
Personal
like
best.
Peanut butter.
Okay.
My peanut butter is 2:06 for a half marathon.
Are you done? It's been a while since we sat down here together.
I think you're just getting a little annoyed.
No, I'm good.
Mood, yes. Michelle says, mood totally. That's awesome, Michelle. And then Chantel says, yes, mood is better for sure and sleeping more solid in the night. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's so great to hear because like when we got this product, we saw, when we designed the product, we saw results ourselves. So we're like, other people should see results too. Mm-hmm. So we're pretty excited. Yeah, there's so much going on, and we're so grateful for that. We have a group of people that have been involved in the trial run and are testing it. We're going to release another batch here next week, hopefully.
Next week, hopefully, we'll release a second batch.
Yeah, so...
Can I tell them something?
1 second.
Oh.
Away from the hummingbird-sized mosquitoes. That's right, Vanda. In one of our posts, I said, we're out of here. You know what's funny is everyone like talks about how like, oh, why would you leave for the summer? Or like, it's finally nice and you're leaving. Like, it's not nice. It's like last couple of years it's been smoky, and then they have like there's like our mosquitoes are like that big, so they like float around, and I'm like can see them like landing on me. And then there's the
well, Drew and I both have issues with pollen season and allergies. So, no allergies at the beach, which is nice because we don't have the pollen here. So that's always nice. And then, of course, no mosquitoes.
No mosquitoes. Anyways, we just put a post up there and it actually went kind of crazy. We had all kinds of people commenting and liking it. And I was like, you know, it's funny with social media. Often Dorothy and I will talk about this, or other business owners, we get excited when we have like a good post. Or like, oh, lots of people are going to love this post. So you put something up and nobody answers.
Yeah.
And then you put another post up and you don't expect it to do anything and it goes crazy. So that was like one of them, like, oh, we're just leaving. We're out of here. It was a short write-up, like, we're out of here, head to the beach. And there was like over 100 people that were like,
bye, guys. Like, safe travels. Yeah.
Okay, tell us your news.
About the magnesium news?
Yeah. What are you sharing?
I think I'm allowed to. Should I whisper it to you first?
Nah, go ahead.
Okay. What did... Oh, story of my life. Flavor. That's what I was going to talk about.
Let them know.
Can I let them know?
Tell them what's up.
So with our second batch, we're also going to trial a new flavor. And we're going to keep that a secret as to what flavor that it actually is. But some people enjoyed the orange, some did not, which is perfectly fine. Everyone's different. But we're going to release a new flavor with our second batch. So only those people who are going to order our deal of 6 bottles for your 6 months supply will have a chance to trial the new flavor.
Yeah. So we're super excited.
But I don't think we're going to tell you what it is until you get it.
No one's going to know.
I don't think we're going to tell you. We're just going to give you, if you will do the deal of 6 bottles for your 6 months supply, then I think what's going to happen is one of your bottles will be the new flavor.
Yeah.
So you'll get the original flavor and then one of the new bottles, but only if you order the 6.
Yeah.
Right?
And then once those people that order the 6 get their bottle, then we'll release to the public and say, hey, this is our new flavor.
Yeah.
Isn't that exciting?
So exciting.
You know, it's fun. Like when you run your own business, you can do whatever you want. So we're like, we think of these ideas and often we'll do them, but sometimes we don't because ideas aren't very good sometimes. And
sometimes. Drew has so many ideas. You have no idea, you guys, how many ideas he has in a day, let alone a week or a month or a year. And he needs to be reeled back in sometimes. I'm like, okay, Drew. Okay.
I'm glad I have Dorothy to be like, that is a horrible idea.
I like your enthusiasm, but not a good idea.
Well, you know, the thing is, I lost my train of thought. Well, the thing is, like, for us... Oh, let's just wait. Chantel's guessing.
She's guessing apple flavor?
Chantel...
Oh, Michelle guessed grape.
Oh, is that a grape?
That's grapes.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Good guesses, you guys. You will not know until you get it in your box.
Dave says, we got options. We got options. So, not going to explain that, Dave. But, so for us, it's kind of exciting. Like, we get to do, like, try new things and, like, see what works. And, like, we have products, and we want them to be, like, new and exciting. So, I think for us to be able to have a product like magnesium and to be able to flavor it differently and, like, bring different, how can you say, benefits or bonuses or excitement to the table, why wouldn't we? So, for us, it's like, we went with the 6 bottles, so shipping is...
ridiculous.
Yeah, shipping is atrocious in many ways. So like when we were selling this bottle for $25 for our trial group, and it's now $30, but we were being charged $17 to ship, right? $17, and then we have to create a product. We have to have ingredients, bottles, labels. So it's hard to run a business and make a profit.
Yeah.
When it comes to like shipping. So we're looking on ways around that, for example. So we're looking for individual distributors who can actually deliver. And then we also figured that if we sold 6 bottles at a time, then that would give us some room to order more, because we can only order a certain batch right now because they cost quite a bit of money to produce. So, like, especially in large quantities. So if we can sell 6 at a time, then you save on shipping, we save on shipping, and then we can produce more in the future, so we're not always on back order. So right now we have a list of people interested. I think we have 50 sold. already, which is awesome. So we have to produce that. And then we have to wait another 2 weeks probably for the next round if you don't get in on this round. So that's why we're encouraging people to let us know right away. And then if we're selling the 6 at a time, we know those are sold and hopefully paid for in advance, so we can order another round and get those shipped out as well. So it's kind of a long process, but it's exciting for us because we know we have something that people are interested right now.
Yeah, we're always looking into different ways too for shipping. Shipping is a challenge, and it's usually why the 6 bottles works better for shipping purposes is because it's usually based on weight. So from this weight, it's a range from this weight to this weight. It's this much money, right? So if we can ship the 6 bottles for about the same price as 1 bottle, then we're gonna save.
Yeah, everyone's gonna save.
Everyone will.
So that's exciting. And Vanda says lemon. Oh. Good guess, Vanda.
Yes.
We're not down.
We're not saying a thing.
So she also said 1 bottle lasts 30 days. This is actually the trial bottle for 2 weeks. And then the next batch that we produce will be for the whole month. So 30 days.
So it'll be bigger.
Yeah.
This is 2 weeks. So it'll be twice the size of this bottle.
And so that's going to be $30. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be 30, and we were selling if you order the 6, then they're 25 each. We have that exclusively for our child group, but we can probably open that up to the public, especially you guys that are hanging out with us.
Yeah.
If you're not, if you haven't ordered, you're welcome to. I mean, someone's like, oh, well, I'll wait till someone recently said, oh, would you mind sharing our information or what we're doing? And then we said, well, we're on back order. And they said, well, then I'll wait to share it until you're not on back order. But then if you wait, then it's going to be another 2 weeks. Mm. And then if we fill an order again, then it's going to be another 2 weeks. So you have to let us know right away so we can write your name down and and save one for you. Otherwise, we don't know how long. It's pretty exciting for us now. I'd imagine we're not always going to have these orders coming in, but it might be a couple months. So if you want it now, you have to let us know.
Jump on it. Right?
Right.
That's a song. What else, Drew?
Michelle says Jen Big.
Oh, she was just tagging her. Jen's taking my name too.
Yeah, Jen's in our group. Yeah. Awesome. What were we talking about? Oh, so we were talking about our ride from Vegas. Yeah, it was a blast. We're pretty fortunate to be able to stop in Vegas. So usually we've tried it a couple different ways. So what was our first time?
The first time, okay. So the very first time that we drove was last summer, actually. Very first time we drove, and we drove down the coast, the Oregon coast, and we just kind of took our time and la-di-da, and we didn't really do very many long days, until we got closer to LA, and we're like, just want to get there. But we did shorter days. We just stopped when we wanted to stop. So some days we drove 6 hours, some days we drove 2 hours. But anyway, that was our very first experience. But then when we were coming back after last summer, last fall, we had a timeline. Right? We had to get back for a friend's wedding, so we had a timeline of 2 days to get back. So we're like, okay, 2 12-hour days, let's go. So we drove 2 12-hour days, and we were just wiped when we got back. And we said to ourselves, we're not going to do that again. We're going to break it up. And then, so the next time we drove, we broke it up into 2 10-hour days.
On the way back?
Right? No, on the way coming here.
Okay.
Yeah. So from Calgary to LA, the second time we drove, we broke it up into 2 10-hour chunks, and then had the Vegas, stayed in Vegas, and then it's another 5-hour chunk.
Mm. Mm-hmm. But it's so nice because it doesn't seem like that much, but the 4 or 5 hour drive, it's still taxing. So if we break that up into how many days?
We had 2
8-hour days.
2 10-hour days.
2 10-hour days, and then you have a break, and then you have something to look forward to instead of trying to push through and drag yourself through the last few hours.
Yeah, and it's funny with Vegas. We're fortunate because we have family that has a timeshare there, so we stay at the timeshare, which is nice because it's like a little apartment, right? You have a kitchen and you have a bedroom, and the one we just stayed in Oh man, it was amazing. We actually we're checking in, and they're like, "Oh, we have the honeymoon suite available. Would you like that?" We're like, "Would we like that?" Yes.
And then we got in at 10 a.m.
We got in early, so
a.m.?
we didn't think a room would be ready for us. She's like, "Oh, we have a room for you available now." We're like, "High five! Woohoo! There's a room available!" And then she's like, "Ooh, looks like we have a honeymoon suite available. Would you like that?" She's like, "No." This is Drew's response. "How much more a night is that?" She's like, "Nothing. No more." And we're like, "High five to honeymoon suite!"
Well, that was trying to upsell you, right? So I was like, "Well, how much is that gonna cost?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Nothing." We're like, "Sweet."
Yeah.
It's pretty cool though, because we've been going back to the same place for a couple years now, and we are starting to get to know people. So we actually had this, like, they do things for timeshare owners, and like, or they just call them owners, I suppose. And so they do little things. So they invited us to bingo night.
Oh my gosh, it was so fun.
Yeah, it was like the day before, it was the 3rd, so the day before 4th of July. So everyone was dressed up, and they're giving away little prizes. And Dorothy loves bingo. I had no idea. And
Bingo was fun.
So we played that. Like, yeah, it was just fun. Like, we try not to hang out. Like, we go out and we have a couple of drinks or whatever, but we usually don't stay up till like 4 in the morning, like you usually do in Vegas. So we try to find other things to do, and that was just a cool thing that they offered right in the timeshare. And they have movie night, and they have popcorn. They have a little place for popcorn. You can go get movies or books. Like, it's kind of nice. They try to make it like a little
community.
Yeah.
It's really nice, and it's interesting that the employees, like, we've been going for a few years, and there's lots of turnaround with employees most places, but this place, it seems like the employees are the same. Like, there's a lady that works in the hospitality room that's been there, I'm sure, since her 20s. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's been there forever.
She's been there for a very long time. And we saw her last time we were there. It was like, hey, we remember you from last time. And she just lit up. She's like, "Oh, so nice to see you guys again." Has no idea who we were.
Working there.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool to be able to go back to the same place. And then there's a couple different buildings, a couple different elevators. So, and this one is connected to the Cosmopolitan, which is right in the middle of the strip. So we're pretty fortunate to be right in the middle of the action. You don't have to walk or drive to get to anything.
Yeah, so, like, it's kind of interesting that we enjoy Vegas so much because it's all about,
drinking and partying,
eating out, which, we
don't do so much of anymore.
But it's just so interesting to me that you just go for a little walk and you can find so many different things. So we went on Tuesday night just for a little walk in the evening, and we were just walking through some casinos, and then we we saw a group of people. They're like, "Hey, come join our party!" Drew and I are like, "Okay, let's meet some new friends." Sure. So we sit down with these two couples, and they're just having a great time. But there's a DJ there in this lobby bar, and we're the only ones sitting there listening to this DJ, right?
Yeah.
So we got up and we were dancing, and then that was over at whatever time. So we're like, let's keep walking, see what else we can find. There's a hula hoop contest in this other lobby, at the hotel lobby. So we're hula hooping, and they're doing dance lessons, kind of. Is that what you would call it?
It's some kind of line dancing, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. Maybe it was line dances. But you know that song? I don't know how it's called, but it's step or slide to the right, slide to the left, crisscross. Take it back now. They were doing that one, and oh gosh, hula hoops and scarves, and oh my gosh, it was so fun. And then they were done, so then we just keep walking. Then we stumble upon a piano bar.
Oh my gosh,
I love piano bars.
Dorothy's
doing pianos. Oh, so much fun. I think I sing louder than the people.
Dorothy's out of control with piano bars. She naturally just attracts them. Right, as attractive. She just shows up.
I just find them.
Oh, there's a piano bar, and she's like, "Come on, let's go inside." I'm like, "If we go inside, we're gonna be there for 3 hours."
We were. She's like, "If we go in there, I'm not gonna be able to get you to leave." I'm like, "Oh, just a couple songs. Come on, Drew."
So Dorothy believes that she was a singer in a past life.
I was. I was a performer.
And
I was.
So actually, Dave and Dorothy will go to like karaoke night, and it'll be the worst thing you could ever imagine.
I don't agree. Only if Dave picks a song that I don't know.
A rap song?
And I'm like, I can't rap. I can do anything but rap.
We were in New York City, and we went to karaoke night. And
in New York.
I recorded...
It's like upscale karaoke in New York.
I recorded Dorothy singing. And she's like, I kind of yell, don't I?
I don't really sing, do I? I just yell into the microphone. But I have a lot of fun. Drew says to me the night after the dueling pianos, he's like, hey, would you like to take some singing lessons? I'm like, is this a reflection of my singing at the piano bar last night?
I just thought you might like to enjoy learning about singing. I don't know. I thought it was a nice gesture. That's like if you like if you give like a compliment, like, oh, you look really good in that outfit. Like, oh, you're looking skinny. Like, what? Did I look fat before? If there's any guys out there, you know what I'm talking about. So anyways, we got in yesterday, and it was the 4th of July, and it was madness.
It was the craziest 4th of July we've ever seen, and we're trying to figure out why, but this is the conclusion we came to, was that it was on a Thursday, right? Yesterday was Thursday, so that most people were probably able to have it off work or have a little bit more of an extended weekend because of the day that it fell on. Also, it was, well, it's pretty nice every 4th of July weather-wise, but it was particularly nice yesterday.
Yeah. I think it might be Friday. Like, some people took Friday off as well. I don't know. Because I know a lot of, like, when we talk to our friends around here, like, a lot of places, they don't allow you to take the Friday or Monday off. Maybe you can correct me if you're still around here, Dave. But at any rate, it was madness. It was twice as busy as it was in the past years. And it was crazy. We went and watched fireworks last night, and the whole park was filled with people. Like, it's right, like, we can see it from here, from the window. And we've never seen that many people there. And then the Strand that we bike down, we take pictures of or take little videos of. We drive down there every day. It was jam-packed. We had to walk our bikes. There was
some parts you couldn't even ride your bike. You had to walk your bike because there were so many people. And people just, like, partying hard.
Yeah, it's like Vegas.
It was like 3 in the afternoon, 4 in the afternoon, and there's people, like, stumbling around.
Yeah.
Whoa! By the fireworks, I was like, true. Wonder how many people didn't make it to the fireworks.
I think a lot of people didn't make it to the fireworks. There were police everywhere, too. This is the first year we saw actually a tent set up with, like...
Like on the beach, there was a tent set up for the police, like Hermosa Beach police.
Yeah. So, and there was like 5 to 10 of them just standing in there. And then there was like, police vehicles parked on the beach, like throughout. It was crazy. It's not usually like that. We've never seen a tent before, and I think it's rare. We've seen police drive up and down the beach, but not just sit there and park there waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, and then they were just driving around. Like, we saw so many driving around our neighborhood.
We have a busy street right here, and we can see them. Like, they just sat there and parked outside.
Yeah.
Dave says most people are off today. Oh, well, so that would have everything to do with it.
Yeah.
It's a long weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So 4 days.
It's going to be a rough Monday for a lot of people.
A lot of people are going to have a rough Monday. Yeah.
It's so quiet out there this morning.
This morning is dead.
It's early. It's only 7 a.m. here, but it's like there's no one out there.
Usually you see people running or walking their dog or out and about.
Riding their bikes.
Not this morning.
Not one person.
No. A couple of cars have gone by, but usually on a weekday morning, there's traffic.
Yeah.
Not so much.
So, what else can we talk about?
Well, it's funny because we just thought, like, this morning we didn't really have a topic. Usually we have a topic to talk about. But this morning we just wanted to jump on. It's our first time together for a video in quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
So we just want to jump on and kind of hang out with you guys.
Yeah, usually there's more questions. Come on, guys. So yeah, we're looking forward to an awesome summer. We've been here a number of times, but this will be a longer stretch that we're hanging out here, so we're pretty excited about that. We've both been bouncing around quite a bit, but
oh yeah,
we were in Canada in the fall. Well, we were in LA, in Canada in the fall.
So we returned to Calgary in November, wasn't it? October. Yeah, we returned to Calgary in October-ish, or Olds, in October-ish, and then we came back to LA for Christmas.
Yeah.
And we stayed end of January. Then we went back to Olds end of January, and I was there until now, like in Olds. But then in between, we had Sri Lanka for a month or so. But Drew has been like back and forth from end of January till now. So we're really excited to be in one spot for a few months instead of bouncing around all over. It takes a lot, like bouncing around all over the place.
Yeah, it does. And I think that when you're traveling, like we like to travel, like it's enjoyable, and like we're fortunate to be able to go. We can work here, we can work there, and it's only like a 2.5 hour flight or a 25-hour drive. I think in the big picture, that's a short drive. Like you could be driving across the country to like Florida, on the beach there.
Yeah.
But it's nice to be able to go back and forth. But it takes, and then people are like, oh, you guys are always traveling. Looks like fun, but it wears on you. And like sometimes I wake up and I don't know like where I am for a minute. You like don't know like which bed you're in.
What house am I in?
So that's a bit challenging. And then like going back and forth, or like for here, like. We never like leaving here.
No.
So there's some emotions. You're like, I don't want to leave, but then we just get settled here, and then we're back in Alberta for another 6 weeks or 2 months, and then you come back here. So the travel kind of wears on you. So I'm really excited to be here and not have to think about when the
packing
up, or like when the next time is we got to go, or what we have to do somewhere else. So I kind of want to just be here and enjoy it.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
And summertime here is the best. There's so much to do here.
Yeah, we really enjoy the volleyball. There's beach volleyball all over the place here in the summer, but there's a couple of tournaments that we really enjoy going to and watching, like professional. I never really thought I was a big volleyball fan, but it's awesome to watch the professionals play, the professional athletes play. Yeah. And their tournaments are really fun. Like, they always have a DJ, and they have trade show booths set up with amazing companies. And it's a lot of fun. Like, you really feel that community kind of feeling or within the athletes. And I don't know. It's just fun. And there's movies on the beach, concerts at the beach, like yoga, so much going on.
Yeah,
love the summers here.
And what's nice around here is you don't have to pay for everything. Like a lot of places, like everything you have to pay for, and we don't mind supporting local or paying, but there's so much going on, like the concerts, like the beach volleyball, which is kind of crazy. They set up these big stands, and like it's full on. It's on TV. It's televised in some places, and they have real like big name sponsors. There's Olympic athletes. That are competing, and they don't charge anything to get in there. They actually give away a bunch of free stuff.
Yeah.
So, and then there's yoga on the pier, and that's a donation. And then there's the concerts are free. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot to do, and you don't have to feel like everywhere you go you're going to be charged for something.
Right.
So that's pretty cool.
Tiff says, gas prices are really high on the drive. I paid double in California than
Arizona, New Mexico.
Can we just talk about that for a minute? Holy smoly.
Holy smoly.
From Montana, where we gassed up, right? So we gassed up in Calgary and then again in Montana, right?
I don't know.
I'm telling you this.
Okay.
I'm telling him that.
Did it sound like a question? Did that sound like a question to you guys?
But from Montana to when we had to get gas even in Nevada, right? Nevada or California?
I don't remember if we guessed up in Utah. We must have guessed up in Utah.
But anyway, It was more than double.
What's the... So we paid... Well, it was... Oh my gosh. When we got to Nevada, it was like $469, wasn't it?
$469.
Nevada's the worst. I don't know what, like, they have special... Do you know they have, like, different taxes, Dave? Or, like, what's going on there? Because I think we paid like $271. And these are our Canadian audience here. These are U.S. gas prices, of course. But we paid $271 in Montana, I think. And then we got to... I think we must have stopped in Salt Lake or something. But anyways, then we got to Nevada, and it was, like, well over 4, like $470.
It was almost 5.
Yeah. And then we got to LA and it dropped down or California and it dropped down close to like
$349, I think. Yeah.
Anyway, so when you're traveling, those of you that may be driving around, you have to watch gas prices and you have to try to gas up. So we actually tried to gas up. We tried to pass Nevada and gas up, but we gassed up right before Vegas, I think.
Yeah.
And then we wanted to get through Primm because before it was almost 5 there last time we came through. And then we didn't want to stop in Barstow because we stopped there last time, didn't have a great experience. So we stopped just before Barstow, and we got into LA. We didn't have to fill up again.
Yeah.
So.
But it's crazy how the gas prices fluctuate. Yeah.
Cali taxes and new one just started in July. They got a new tax here. Well, Nevada was worse than California.
Yeah.
So they must have some kind of gas tax. I don't know. It's probably not super exciting for most people. Vanda says, I'm here. Oh, wait. She said, glad you jumped on. Happy you're in LA together. Thanks, Vanda. We are excited to be here together, too. We were both kind of not here together for quite a stretch.
For quite some time. And I don't know. Just feels funny.
Vanda says, I'm here in Ontario boiling to death. How hot is it there? But I can't complain after my crazy winter outside working.
Yes.
Yeah, that was crazy, Vanda. Good for you, though, for getting through it. And then she says, on a short break from work, too, so I'm enjoying my days. That's awesome. Well, how come you guys get a break, Vanda? Yeah, so that's where we're at. We're going to hang out here. We're going to get things going. We got a lot of things happening. We're excited about our magnesium. That's pretty much taken over our lives. But we got other things going on. We have Complete Truth Protein, don't forget.
Don't forget. And we might have some exciting news coming your way about that, too.
Oh, yeah.
We have some ideas.
Yeah, for CTP. But
some new ideas.
I feel like we put in all this time and effort to our magnesium. But we don't want you to forget about CTP.
Don't forget about CTP.
So
imagine CTP, magnesium together. Woo!
At our launch event. Oh, yeah, you mean together at the same time?
Well, no, I mean if you're having Complete Truth Protein every day, and then if you're having magnesium every day, you're going to be a machine.
Actually, Vince said he was taking both at the same time.
Yeah.
And he was biking crazy amounts of time.
It's unreal because the Complete Truth Protein is going to replenish all of those like if you're using it post-workout, for example, it's going to replenish all those nutrients lost throughout working out. And then the magnesium is going to help you recover faster. So, man.
Look out.
But even if you're not using Complete Truth Protein as a form of recovery for workouts, it's going to give you, because of how nutrient dense it is, it's going to boost your energy levels as well, help you with digestion, help your digestion tract as well, and it gives you nutrients that you would need for a complete meal. So if you're somebody that finds it difficult to get enough nutrients in a day, or eat your three main meals a day, or having snack meals sometimes is difficult for a lot of people, then Complete Truth Protein is really great to fill that gap. Yeah. So pair that with the benefits of magnesium, you're going to be unstoppable.
Finely tuned athletic machine.
That's what Joey says.
Yeah, so we got Complete Truth Protein going. We got a couple new ideas that we're going to be working on with that. But
good ideas.
Oh, yeah. Definitely good ideas. Oh, you're saying my ideas.
Because we talked about how you have so many ideas, and sometimes I have to be like, okay, Drew. Rail it in.
Vanda says it's plus 30 here. Ooh,
wow.
Very nice. Some people don't like that, I guess. We're like, yes, it's hot.
Oh, yeah. In Vegas, it was...
it was 97 one day.
It was like close to 100 degrees, and we're like, bring it! Bring it! And then we met this guy from Wisconsin, remember?
Oh my gosh.
And he was like,
Dave, you would like that. You would like this guy. He was out of control.
This guy from Wisconsin. And he loved Wisconsin. And he's like saying about how it was too hot in Vegas. Because this one lady's like, Wisconsin, I'm from Wisconsin and I hate it. It's so cold and blah, 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 blah. And he's like, cold is better than this, whatever heat wave or whatever it is. Anyway.
He's like, Vegas is a dump compared to Wisconsin.
And we're like,
what are you doing here then? he was drinking Coke and Hennessy.
Oh dear.
And he was like playing these slots. It was so funny. He said, you can't even get cheese curds here. Okay, cheesehead.
Okay, calm down. But anyway, we were just, the point for me bringing that up was like, not everyone enjoys that heat, but we sure do.
Dave and I went to school in the Midwest, and there's not a whole lot of pleasurable things out there. So it was pretty funny to hear someone be like, I love Wisconsin.
And I said to Drew, he's joking. He's not being serious. He's just joking around. And Drew's like, oh no, he's a diehard. He loves it out there. And I'm like, are you serious? He
was so serious. Which is odd, because even like when we were out there, even people that lived out there didn't really like it.
Yeah.
Vanda says it's the end of a contract, waiting for a new one to start. And she said it's humid here, so it makes 10 degrees hotter.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah.
You didn't realize how humid it gets until you get there.
Yeah.
Like when we go see Dorothy's family it's a bit further than Ontario, but I think it's even more humid. Well, yeah. I wouldn't know. I haven't really spent much time in Ontario.
Yeah. Well, it's on the East Coast. Yeah. It's really humid. But even we were saying about the difference in heat from Vegas to Sri Lanka, because Sri Lanka was so humid.
Oh my gosh.
And it was around the same temperature-wise, but it's a totally different warmth. Like, you know what I mean? Sri Lanka to Vegas, it's like, Vegas is like that dry heat. And then Sri Lanka, you couldn't keep your body dry. You just had to be comfortable being uncomfortable, being sweaty. Like, and everybody was sweaty. Like, it wasn't just all the time.
You just had to deal
stand there. We were just standing there talking to the neighbor. Remember that one day he had brought us a couple of things from the store. He comes, he knocks on the gate, and we go out. We're just standing there talking to him, and you just sweat, like all of us, like shirts just sweating, just wet.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was like the humidity versus the dry, right, in Vegas, and it was about the same temperature, but totally different experiences.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how hot it was in Vegas, actually, like that dry heat. Because I think it's easier to get hotter when there's humidity in there. But it was so hot. I think at 10 o'clock it was like 87 degrees.
It was almost 90 degrees. I'm like, it's 10 o'clock, 90 degrees.
And then I think it was like we went and walked around the pool a little bit, and it was so hot. Like, you had to have like constant shade. I think you could only like jump in the pool for like 4 minutes and then stand in the
Yeah, we saw a lot of burnt people.
Oh my gosh.
It was insane.
We saw people burnt like from the day before, and then they were like burnt, and then they didn't have like a shirt on or anything.
They didn't cover themselves up, like
burnt.
So you're exposing that burnt skin to the sun again. We're like, ah!
Could you imagine being burnt on top of burnt?
Ah!
That's painful.
That's very painful. But yeah, I guess sun protection is important.
Yeah, I think we can wrap things up.
Okay.
So thank you guys for tuning in. If you were looking for some Trimag,
and the reason, if you're not sure, we called it Trimag is because there's 3 strains of magnesium in our product, and we picked the ones that were the most absorbable. 3 strains of magnesium.
Yeah, for three different reasons, 3 different purposes. But there's all kinds of health benefits to them. Sleep is a big one. Constipation, mood is a big one, we've heard. And then for us, muscle recovery is a big one, because we've tried it for that purpose, and we've both seen results. Both seen results in muscle recovery from using it. So we're pretty excited about that. We do have a private group. You're welcome to join our private group, even if you don't have even if you didn't purchase the magnesium. We're thinking that we might open that up to the public after the 2-week trial. So if you're interested in learning about magnesium, we're posting on there just about every day, and other people are as well. So
yeah, if you're not in the group, it's actually a great idea. Like, even if you, like Drew said, if you're not in the group and hadn't purchased the magnesium, it's a great place to learn. Like, we wanted to put a group together and not just hand people a product and not be able to offer education, because True Farm, that's what we're about, right? Is education. So that's why we put the group together, is so that it was a form of a place or a platform where we could educate. People can ask questions and people can comment and share, and you can learn from each other as well.
That's right. So we're pretty excited about it, and it's rocking. So we'll share some pictures on our pages on that group soon. We've been throwing some up on Instagram stories, those of you on Instagram like Vanda. Otherwise, we're usually on Facebook. Michelle says she's got to run. Got to run. Love and miss you both.
Aw, thanks, Michelle. Have a great day.
Love you too, Michelle.
Love you too. Miss you.
And then we got Shauna's on here. Morning, Shauna.
Good morning, Shauna.
Shauna's in our monthly membership group, but she's also in our magnesium group. Yeah, so we're pretty excited. We're actually, Shauna, we're just wrapping things up here, but we just talked about magnesium. We talked about our trip down, so we'll probably jump on the magnesium group and do a short live here.
Yeah.
Shortly. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We just wanted to come on and hang out. We haven't hung out here together for a while. And
if you want, I was just going to mention that this morning we kind of just jumped on to hang out and let you guys know we're back and just have a little visit. But if there is specific topics that you would like us to talk about in future shows, we're going to be doing our Friday morning lives consistently now that we're back and we're in the same place for a while and together. So we plan on doing our Friday morning lives consistently now throughout the summer. So if there is topics that you would like us to talk about, we'd love to hear. So you can let us know in these comments, even if you're watching the show, the replay after. Let us know in the comments here, or you can message us and let us know if there's topics you would like us to talk about. We always like suggestions.
Dave says, see you guys later. When are you coming to LA, Dave?
I was going to ask the same question.
Dave's going to say, when are you coming to New Mexico? We might have to come there for a weekend.
We do need to get out
there. You got a full house, though.
Oh, yeah.
Full house. You should do a reality
show. We'll have to bring our air mattress.
Melissa jumped on here real quick. Morning, Melissa.
Hey, Melissa.
All right, Vanda, thanks for tuning in here on Instagram.
Yes, enjoy your time off, Vanda.
And if you guys are interested in magnesium, let us know. We can put you on the list and ship that out when they're ready.
That's right. New flavor.
Ooh.
New flavor. Shauna, you probably had missed that. We had talked about that we are releasing a new flavor in the next batch. And that's a secret. The new flavor is going to remain a secret. So if you are interested in our 6-month supply, one of your bottles will be the new flavor. So you'll be the first to try the new flavor.
Yeah, super excited about that. And then don't forget about Complete Truth Protein. If you guys are looking for baking, gluten-free baking, or if you're looking for a boost to your smoothies, we can definitely have that shipped out as well. Mm-hmm. So Marcel jumped on here. Okay, we're just wrapping things up here. Marcel said hi.
Hey, Marcel.
Talk more about the magnesium. Talk more about magnesium for us, not on Facebook.
Oh, in another morning show. That was a topic.
Oh, okay.
Suggestion for a morning show. That's probably a great idea. Drew did a really good morning show a few weeks ago on magnesium.
I did a full show.
But I think that it would be a good idea, to do another one because people may have missed it, right?
Maybe we'll bring Greg on. What's on YouTube?
Oh, that's a great idea too.
Man, I don't know how to message you. Oh, I think I have your email because usually just message you on Facebook. But we did a whole show on magnesium a couple weeks ago, which is on YouTube. You can watch it there, but maybe we'll do another one. Thanks for the suggestion.
Shauna says, I'll watch after. Love the magnesium, getting the 6-month supply as it. Yeah.
As is Dave.
I think it's so awesome, Shauna, that you and Dave are doing it taking it together. That's so cool.
Yeah, because then you see different results, and then you guys are working on your health together.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Well, Ben says I'm still on Messenger. Okay, well I can send you a message there.
With the video link, you mean?
Yeah, I'll send you the video link there if you like.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for joining us for another Friday Morning Live.
Yes, thanks. so much, you guys. We'll be back next Friday with another live. And like Drew said, if you want in on the magnesium group, or if you want in on our second batch, let us know, and we can hook you up.
We're thinking about doing another Cooking with Dorothy series too.
Oh yes, and then I have another idea too.
Oh, who's got ideas now?
Cooking with Dorothy, but then there's another live show series that I want to do too. Just gonna be all over Facebook this summer.
You guys are gonna be tired of us. All right, we're out of here. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, guys. Have a great weekend.